Hello gang, Merlin Don on the mic. Today we will play with my boy, Purple Luffy, an OP05 leader who ramps by taking the top card from the life cards to the hand. This is my list. There are also lists playing, for example, Robin blocker or a 4 of the Monkey D. Luffy or whatever, or 4 Lean Leads. But this is the list I use. You can tell me, you can play with this list and tell me if you like it. If you don't like it, just let me know in the comment section below. And without any further ado, let's go to the matches. So first we go against a Red-Purple Luffy. He goes first, we go second. He does not have anything on his first turn. We have a low and we search. He plays a Zoro on his second turn, and we play our Mr. 2 and ramp one Don. Then we attach one Don to our leader and attack him for 7k. He takes, of course. Then he ramps with his Zoro and attacks us for 5k. We counter that. And then he attacks us also for 7k. We take that also because I don't have any 2ks on my hand and I don't want to give him 3 cards. And now you can see the power of the Sanji that I talked about earlier, guys. He plays a blocker, a small blocker. What we do, we play our Sanji. We don't prefer to play our Luffy Taro into Sangoro combo because that would be too slow, even if we have that, you know. And then we clear his rested characters and we hit him also. We hit him also face and then we ramp. We ramp. Why do we ramp? Because we want to bait him and tell him, look how many cards I do have. I might have a Gam Giant among them. He hits that. He plays a new gate then, and he attacks us for 8k. And we have pricked pretty much here. And when you have such a hand, guys, what do you do here? You go for game. You go for game because it's really hard to do something here. Remember, if I play here my Nami and on his next turn attaches 2 Dons to his new gate, my Nami will be KO'd instantly. That means I don't have a blocker to play on this turn. I don't have a Gam Giant. What I can do though is of course go for game. So I attach 5 Don to my Sanji and then I copy his Edward Newgate. I attach all of my Dons into my Mr. 2 and I get a game. So remember, guys, you should always try to evaluate the situation and see also the functions of the attributes, or now I speak like computer scientist, sorry guys. You should see the abilities, exactly, that was the word I was looking for. You should see the abilities of the enemy cards, like this ability of the new gate to be able to KO such a character, such as a character like your Nami. And if your opponent has such a card on the field, try to go with another strategy. So this was the first game. For the second game, we go again against Red-Purple. We go first, we play our low, we search and we get a card. Then he plays a Nami, he searches also, and on our next turn we ram, we play Zoro, we draw another card, and now he hits us on his turn. And on our turn we hit him with our Zoro for 6, because we also need to apply some pressure on him, right guys? Exactly. And now it's like I always do. Now it's the time you either play your combo, your Luffy Tower and your Zoro, or your Sanji. What do I want in such a situation? In such a situation, I don't want him to ramp. I don't want him to use this ability of this Zoro. So what I do here, I prefer to play my Sanji instead of my Luffy Taro into Sangoro combo. Then I kill his Zoro with my leader and I hit him also. I make him also give me a 2k counter. Then on his turn, he doesn't have anything else to play. What he does is he plays Zoro and attempts to to ramp once more. Then he hits me for 8. As you can see, I have 1,000 cards in my hand, but I don't have a 2k. When I don't have a 2k, I hate giving my opponent 4 cards for 1 case. And we don't have an active Dawn for our Gum Giant, and we are still healthy. We're still healthy because we still have 1 life, right? So we take and we hit a 2k. It's great. And we draw a blocker. What we do here is we have a Lin, so we ramp for our last life. We play Lin to get 1 life, to put his Zoro on the bottom, because he doesn't have enough cards here. He has only 4 cards on his hand. So the obvious here thing to do is not to waste his resources. We make him give us only 1 2k by hitting him with Zoro and Sanji. So on his turn he plays a new gate, he buffs his leader, he hits us for 8k. Now I do have a counter for that, and I'm not giving him like 1,000 1ks, right? Now we have 2 Gum Giants. This is your secure line, guys. This is your secure line. And when you play against such decks, you want to starve them, right? And now that we do have the board to do that, and we do have 2 Gum Giants, it's like easy peasy to do that. So what we do is we go 8, and then we go again 8. He takes. So he has 4 cards and he takes. It tells me that maybe he has 3 bricks and the card that he drew. So I touch again, I touch 3 dons to my leader, and I go again for 8k. At this point, excuse me, I touch 4 and I go 9k. And he takes again. He's now at 1 life. And I was like, okay, now I have these 1,000 cards. I do have 2 Gum Giants, so I will go again for 10, and he takes. So this is a brick seed in his hand. This is my guess, or he has a Roger and he wants to finish the game using the Roger here. But we do have 2 Gum Giants, and we will not let him do that. So he first hits us with his new gate. Of course we counter that with the most powerful card of this meta, and this is the Gum Giant. Mark my words here. Then he plays a Luffy, a Monkey D. Luffy, 9 costs, draws a card, has 2 open dons, and hits us for 10k. We take that, because the next turn will be most likely the last one, and then he hits us for 6k. Of course we counter that with our Kamazo, and now it's our turn. He does not have any blockers, he does not have any buffs on his leader. He has 2 open dons here, so I assume maybe he has Gum Giant, but let's figure that out. Let's see what he has, right? So first we attack him with 6k, he takes, and then I was like, you know what, do the math, you will not be able to counter that most likely, right? Well, if he had 2 Gum Giants, and he does, look, he plays 2 Gum Giants, he goes to 14k, and then he tries to do that, but he does not have enough cards to do it. He does not have enough cards. So then the next game is against a Lucci. He goes second, we go first. We are now at our 4 don turn, and we played a Kamazo, and we were at our 3 don. Of course we rammed, we played our Kamazo, and in his 4 don turn he played the Rebecca, and he held a Brook from the trust. Now we are at 3 life. We first hit his Brook, and he gives us 2k. We hit him again, and he gives us again a blocker, so he gives us something, and then of course we play our combo, our Luffy Taro into Sankoro. And this is also the point that if I had the Sanji now, I would have preferred to play the Sanji in this situation. Why? Because you can play the Sanji, rest the Rebecca, kill these two characters easily, and then also hit him for life, right? So on his next turn, he Ice Age our Sangoro, he hits with his Brook our Kamazo, and he KOs our Sangoro for free. Of course we counter that, and then he attaches the remaining Dawn to his leader and he hits our Kamazo. So he wants to get rid of our board like crazy. The first thing that we do here is on our turn we search with our law, using our law. We grab a Zorzuro, and with the Zorzuro we get to grab a 2k. Now we have 3 Dawn remaining here and 4 life. So of course we will take 1 life in so that we can ramp even more. Then we attack his Brook with our leader, he counters, then we kill him with our Luffy Taro, and we play our Mr. 2 here in order to get 1 free Dawn, to ramp 1 Dawn, to have 1 Dawn for our Gam Zain, which we do have. And now he hits us with his leader and plus 1k. We counter that, and then he plays a Khalifa into Spandin, into a Lucci, and he KOs our Mr. 2, but look at that, guys. And of course he KOs our Law as well. But look at that, guys. We do have 2 characters left, and one of them is an 8k body. And he has only 4 cards. So we first hit his Lucci. We want, of course, to get rid of some bodies. So then we play our Nami and we get rid of 1 card, which we draw 2 cards, and then we play our Captain Kid. We leave 1 Dawn open, we hit him with 5, he takes, of course he needs the resources at this point of the game, and then we hit him again with 6k and he counters that, and something tells me that this Khalifa is the card that he drew at that point of the game. So now he's at 10 Dawn, he attacks us, we block that with our Kid, and he does also a -1 to our Kid. Then he attaches some Dawns to his Khalifa and attacks our Zorzuro. Of course we will counter that with 1k, and now for the remaining Dawn, so he has 8 Dawn remaining, he plays a Seagun, he KOs our Kid, and then he plays a Lucci without any effect. So we play our Law, and this is the moment where you have to choose between Sanji and Monkey D. Luffy, and of course Sanji is a better card here. Why? Because you play Sanji, you rest his Lucci, you kill this Lucci, you kill this Khalifa, and now you have a full board. Of course then you hit his leader twice, and then you have a full board of characters. You have a Gam Giant, you have 2 2ks, and he has only 2 life. And of course he gives up. So guys, now it's an interesting leader, a leader that you don't see often, but you will see that it's a great one. Even if we win here, he did give me some hard time. So he starts, we go second, he plays his Nami, he searches and throws a Tony Chopper. We play our Law, and we get to draw what else? Our most beloved card, Sanji. Then he hits us for 5k, we counter that, of course, and then he plays his Chopper, which is such a broken card if you ask me. And then while he plays his Chopper, we are lucky enough so that he couldn't play any card out of the cards that he drew. Then we are now at our 4 dons. We play our Zoro and we grab a Gum Giant at this point because we do have what we need. We use our leader's ability to ramp and hit him for 6k. And we wait. He counters that with a 2k, he has only 4 cards in his hand and we chill at this point. He first attacks with his chopper and by doing that, he gets to play a turn chopper for free, right? So we counter the first one, the second one is a 5k and I counter that as well. I want to stay healthy at this point, and then he plays a low. By playing his low, he bounces back his chopper and he plays again this chopper. And by playing again his chopper, he plays again the on-play ability of the chopper, right? So then it's time for our MVP, our Sanji, of course. By playing our Sanji, we rest his blocker and we go 6k to his Tony chopper and then 5k to the other Tony chopper that he has here, so 5 to 4. So, or excuse me, what I do here is I first, before I do the 5 to 4, I ramp 1 don. I ramp 1 don. Why? Of course, to prepare myself with a Gum Giant at this point. What he does here is he saves his chopper and he gives me 2k. I'm okay with that. He hits me with his leader on his turn. He does have a board that I need to clear. Then he hits me with 6k again. And I was like, okay, I will take. And he has now his Tony chopper and his Nami and the remaining dons. So what he does here is, he attaches all of his don except 4 to his Tony chopper, he hits me with 8, he uses the ability of Tony chopper, then he uses the ability of his leader and he restarts his chopper and he attacks again, and by doing that, he hits me twice with 8k, and because of his leader's ability, the second one is of course a 9k, right? And the second hit was to my Zoro, because I countered the first one and he wanted to get rid of my Zoro, which he does, and now it's our turn. In our turn, we first hit his low, 8 to 6, and we kill him, and the fact that we did kill him tells me that he can't counter that out. So he can't counter plus 2k. So what I do here is I prefer to kill his board and leave 1 don open for my Gum Giant here. So as you can see, it's a really intense match and I wasn't expecting at all. But it was also a fun match. The first thing that he does is he attacks me with his Nami 2 to 2k and I give him my low. I don't need my low anyway, and then he attacks me 6 to 5, which I counter, and then he plays a killer, a kitten killer, and attacks me with 7k, and I use my Gum Giant because I wanted to stay healthy here and also recycle some bricks, but I do draw more bricks than I wanted to, and then he restarts with his leader ability, this hidden killer. He leaves 1 don open and he attacks my Sanji, but luckily I was able to save him. I searched here with my low and I really wanted to find something here to with counter, but I didn't. So what I do here is I grab Zoro and I was like, okay, you know what, I will play my combo. So I hit his Kitten Killer with 7k with my Sanji and I kill him, and then I play my Zoro because I didn't have enough don, right? I want to make sure that I can find here at least 2k, which I do. And then I was like, okay, you know what, I will go to your Nami with 6k and I will leave one Dawn open to let you think about your next move, because I might have a Gamgam Giant. First he hits me with 7k, I take that, and the second I take this card, I'm so happy because it is a Gamgam Giant. So if I need to, I can use also this Dawn that I have left open. So next we hit him with leader, we hit him with our Zoro. Zoro, he's at only 2 cards, he has to take some cards and he does that. So we hit him with leader, Zoro, Sanji. He takes the first 2, and for the third one he uses this bizarre event. He takes that, but then he plays a Chopper for free, and I hate Chopper, so I play my Lin, and I get value for my Lin, because I place his Chopper on the bottom of his life cards, and now I do have some big characters again on my field. I do have one Dawn open, I do have a Gamgam Giant, I have another Lin for my next turn. So first he attacks my leader, 5 to 5. Of course we will counter that, we are at 1 life and we don't want to risk anything here or do anything stupid, right? Then he plays a Kid and Killer, and we know that he can restand him with his leader's ability. So he attacks us first with 9k, right? And of course we need to use our Gamgam Giant here, and we get to draw another Gamgam Giant. Is that great, guys? Of course it is. He restands hit Kid and Killer, and then he tries to kill our Sanji. I was like, okay, you know what? You may have my sons. You may have my sons, because now I'm at 9 Dawn and I do have a Lin and a Gamgam Giant and 3 2Ks. And I was like, you know what? I will go first 5 from my leader to your Kid and Killer to see if you will give me something. And he does. And then again, you know what? I will kill it anyway. So I hit it with my Zoro, I kill it, and then with my Lin, he's now 2 life, and guess what? Guess what, guys? What we do here is we play our Lin, right? We do take a life, we ditch one 2k, we have already 3 of them, and then we place his Chopper at the bottom of his life, and we ramp with our leader so that we can use our Gamgam Giant if needed. So on his turn, he now places 3 of his Dawn to his Chopper, and he attacks us with 7. We counter that without even using our Gamgam Giant, and now he has 7 Dawn left, right? And he needs 4 of them in order to activate his leader's ability. He attacks me with 5. I counter that again. He has 7 Dawn, and of course he restands his Chopper at this point. And I was like, okay, I will take the second one, and if you try anything funny here, I will be able to use my Gamgam Giant. And then he plays a Chopper. I was expecting a Zoro or something like that. With his Chopper he brings another Chopper. But now of course he's with 3 cards, and we do have 2 big bosses on the field. We do have the cards to go for game. So we first hit him for 7, he counters that. Then we go again with our Law for 7, which he takes, and then of course we go 999 with our big mums and our leader, because we know that he will take 1 card without any counter and 1 card with only 1k. So the possibility to be able to counter that is relatively low. And for the final game for the I did find this Vivi in the ranked scene, which was funny. It was a while ago, I must say, but I did record the match, and I just wanted to show you guys that this Vivi plays a rather interesting build by using Jimpies, so the 7 warlords of the sea engine. But we have our Kamazo here, we have our combo, we are able to KO her small characters for free and also establish a board and start grinding for his life cards, or her life cards. But yeah, like I said, interesting builds by using the 7 warlords of the sea engine. He attacks us here with his characters. Of course, we counter that, we want to stay healthy, and he plays a boa. So I was like, okay, boa, so you're like 7 warlords, and then you also use your I don't know what else from red cards. So the first thing that I would do here is Sanji. Of course Sanji, guys. Sanji, we rest his boa, we KO with Kamazo for free, his Sengoku, right? We have one done for our Gam Giant, but we don't need that because we are at the moment at 3 life, right? And I was like, okay, I will get your counter from your hand and your life. And the maximum characters that you can KO from me are 2. One with your boa and one with your brass ability. Or maybe he plays a gravity blade and he bottom decks 2 of them, but instead of a gravity blade he plays another boa. He freezes again my Luffy, and at that point I was like, okay, you know what, I will keep my Gam Giant and I will just counter that, because I do have my characters, right? And then I was like, okay, you know what, I don't need that many bodies, and I was I was hitting her life here, and of course he hit a trigger, Gam Giant, and then I was like, okay, you know what, I killed your boa with 10k, so I will go against 10k to your other boa and go for it. You are now at 10 dawn, what are you going to play? I have 3 big characters on the field, and he plays a Rayleigh. He KOs one of my characters, he gives -2 to my Sanji, but I do have a Gam Giant here, and then he gives up immediately because he knows that if he's not able to kill my Sanji at this point, then it's pretty much GG for him, and this is why he gives up. So again, guys, this is the deck list. These were also the matchups with our purple Luffy. Smash that like button if you liked the video. Write me down on the comment section below what you liked, what you didn't like, if you want me to cover something else. And guys, thank you all for watching. Peace.